Hey guys, good morning. Vampire reporting in. Looks like we're at 7 p.m. plus starting times right now. I'm gonna have to still stay up at least during Forum days. Let's play that game during night. Can't play that game during day. For Forum, which is getting at least tomorrow. What does the hour say on it? Yoo-hoo! 22 hours. So it looks like it's releasing 6 p.m. 6 p.m. I'll be waking up until the latest 7 p.m. So we'll be playing this tomorrow. Vaporum lockdown and replay of Vaporum on highest difficulty is after Gladius. And then it's Crooked Moon campaign. Yoo-hoo! Oh, that's coffee. So today in Gladius we'll be playing Tyranids. I think it's a third game with Tyranids. I'm gonna doing something else as well. I'm gonna go against Astra Militarum 101. It's almost a recipe for disaster, I feel. Changeling Pink. Deathclaw Brown. Several Tyranid colors. At least this thing remembers. Yoo-hoo! Let's try fast game pace and doesn't matter. The game progresses a little bit faster. So I feel like every time we definitely throttling in the beginning depending on the mob size. Let's make sure that we both have bonus and see how that goes. So it's balanced. We both have loyalty bonus. Dominatrix. Oh man. What is that word? Is that what I think it is? Any more coffee? So both us and the Astra Militarum will have very hard bonus from the stats. They don't play any better. They just it's just stat bonus to the outputs. Oh my god. You're not. You realize what you done there? The cow bag. Use end or the symbol with shift 7. Shift 6, my bad. It's the internet, man. Not everybody's familiar. What do we have in the room too? 12%? 12%, damn. I'll try fast. I think I played slow and standard, slow one, standard mostly. Let's see how the fast goes. I wanna try the some of the extremes here. So we have both 30 loyalty bonus. So you don't have to worry about a few things. Just keep playing, and definitely less turtling. Let's go. Hold on. Disable Lord of Skulls, so just breaking the game. If the quest doesn't work for it, the Lord of Skulls says it's not placed in the game. Very hard, tiny, very high, fast. And we both have very hard bonus. Yeah, interesting. If I remember right, the Tyranid cities can only grow one or two radius. And they have biomass. They don't have food or an energy, just biomass. Spore Cloud, 70% range damage reduction. It's because of the Malanthrope. And they changed a lot since I played the Tyranids last. So what do we have here? Flesh Borer 1.7. We do have it level 3 because it's very hard. This thing has a Spore Cloud thingy. More speed, ignore Scour, has regeneration. High Mind gains research amount or gains experience in combat. 2 research per experience. Synapse creature. This is a pretty good ability. Mountain gets killed pretty fast, doesn't have that much health. This 13 health is really weird. I feel like this unit should have more health. Grants this in adjacent units immune to morale, fear, and instinctive behavior effects. Has a Spore Cloud passive and Shadow in the Warp. Lose the morale of adjacent enemy cycle units each turn. Shadow in the Warp sounds fucking terrifying when you think about it. The unfathomable presence of the Hive Mind radiates out from its synapse creatures, smothering the ability of the Psychers who stand before them in the draw upon the mystic powers. I'm drinking espresso from my Italian coffee espresso machine. I make a double or triple and add some milk and sometimes sugar. This one is pretty damn amazing to get. This one is loyalty. I think we can get this too. The starting location is goddamn amazing. I don't remember if it's 2 or 3 radius with this faction. This could be for another city. I'll take this. I'm pretty sure it's at least 2 radius. I think they're kept at 2 radius. It's gonna be a while until we get this. Since they're in the middle of two good ones, short term it's not good, but the long term is amazing. I don't think they should have always planned for Radius too for two bonus things. Probably the best thing to do would be to just build a city next to the fermentation pool. But technology might be like tier 4, tier 5. I'm not sure how much they changed Tyranids since we played them. But this is an amazing spot for the capital. We can open technology research until we build a city. I'll build it here. Long term it's very good. Guys, have you heard the news about the Civilization 6 update for third DLC for the Frontier Pass? Adding Gaul, possibly Vercingetorix, and Byzantium. They mentioned War Byzantium, so must be Justinian. I don't think they're gonna be Theodora this time. Unlikely they add two Civs and not one is a girl, but who knows? I think Byzantium this time is gonna get a proper leader. And there's a new mod regarding the ages, the game mode. I'm pretty sure the goal is gonna be during the Roman Republic times. And Byzantium probably gonna be Justinian this time. They like to balance it between the sexes, at least every third leader to be a female. We might get a Theodora again. Let's build this abomination here. This is probably a thing of nightmare, this Tyranid cities. Thing of fucking nightmare. I have extra production here, which is amazing. What happens when these guys lose link? I don't remember. I think they might have fixed. There was a really bad thing that was happening. Some units losing health, which was nonsense. This unit loses morale because we've broken the link. Okay. This faction is quite unique. Okay, let's see. Where's the expansion? Where the hell is... Oh, tier 4. Okay, I don't think they have anything past that. Because the Tyranids are supposed to be building more cities, so that also represents how they are eating the planet. Cities are more restricted in size, but less penalized by quantity. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So, their city limits are start at radius 1, like everybody, you know, 1 tile. So from the core you can expand 1 around the city, and with technology you can go to 2. And that's the limit for the Tyranid city. But they get less loyalty penalties as they build more cities. So as Tyranids you want to build more cities than any other faction. I forgot about breakfast. Got a ham sandwich, some tomatoes, and boiled eggs. I found the Tyranids initially to be underwhelming, but they received numerous buffs and updates. It's usually just due to difficulty. So if you're playing a game where you're behind, they're pretty bad. Or were pretty bad. Hey Ragar, what lockdown? What do you mean? It says in the title of a forum lockdown. It's a new game coming tomorrow. Hey Loft. I find it kinda crazy that they do have only 5 tier 1 technologies and 2 of them are tier 1 units. Which wastes precious research time. This is a fast research. There's gotta be some of the most underwhelming tier 1 tech in the game. Alpha Ovipository. That was amazing. They have amazing hero units. So this unit is losing morale right now. What is the radius on this thing? 1 tile. This is a one-on-one here, so we can expect conflict soon. Longer we delay the war, the more powerful the Asmataron can become. They are the turtle faction. They're the dwarves of this game. We have only 2 armor. I think this actually was balanced to be actually usable and not nonsense. I remembered something wrong with this before we played it. So we get both 30. A6. So you can see when the Tyranids expand, they just strip everything down, and they spread this horror landscape around. This unit seems quite bad to move around if we don't have our synapse close. Especially if we have to engage. Building that produces infantry and beasts as well as generate biomass. 6 biomass production. We have to plus 10% production here. We want to get some research as well, but let's get this. We need units. So basic on the research production. Can't really mess this one up. Can only just fail to expand, right? Now we are shaking because we have no link. That's probably the most awkward thing, but stay just to the close and get the units, right? This unit's probably dead. Might be able to hold here a bit. I think I wish for the Tyranids was that most of the units get some kind of regeneration through various tiers of technology, even if it's just like +1 health per turn. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a Vaporum lockdown and then Vaporum on the highest difficulty with a different Regen build. So I'm looking forward to that. Half of the time spent playing the first Vaporum was completion is looking for secrets. So the second one is gonna be probably faster if you don't get bricked. Reduces the influence cost of reclamation. Reduces the influence cost of overriding instinctive behavior. So these are damn, I should be able to disable this shit. These are the range one, so the other one is the melee one. Thermoguns.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey, Gashtak. I think building multiple brood nests makes sense. This one also gives us one more population limit, so we start with 7 with this faction. The usual 6. But this is our shit units. We're not really playing on regular settings, so that's just trash. It's probably just waste even researching. Reduces the influence cost of reclamation. Overriding instinctive behavior currently costs 3.6 on this unit. Just gonna get an idea how much it is gonna lower it. Like, it's only one good technology in tier 1. It's like the second one is yuck. feel like since I added the Chaos Cultists around the early Tyranid units are complete trash. These are starting ones. Especially because they lose morale every turn. So we can get more Thermaguns. They have cost 15. 15. So this is the reclamation. It costs influence 7.5. I think the warriors have synapse links. Kin is dead. More research. This is a good slot to build anything else. You're playing on fast spacing this time, and it looks like feels like a little bit better. In fact, you can claim this sometimes in one turn. It's also the loyalty thing. Need some research. Probably best to build one influence building early. Wow, 50% less? Okay, never mind, that's actually okay technology. I thought it would be like 10% or 25. But half? It's actually good. That's a proper tier 1 technology. Why can't we shoot here? This is a problem in this game. It should tell you if a tile is a heal or something.
Have you seen that shit?
So confusing at times, depending how the terrain changes. In this case, even worse. You don't have indicators for the cliffs, but it looks like this is a hill. Low ground, hill, low ground. Unless you inspect the terrain, you can't even see it. Thanks, Azir. Hey, Kilk. I'm gonna be losing morale here, so best have to override it. Let's research Tyranid warriors. What do you expect is gonna happen in this game? We're probably gonna be killed. Just because Cultist makes these units look like complete trash. So how fast is fast over standard? I wish it would say. It looks like it's 25% faster. Play the Tyranids on the tabletop. I don't know, man. I don't know. With all the capable races, you know, you play Tyranids. People that play Space Marines must have loved you.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Thanks, Boom. Okay. Tyranid Warrior costs 3 times the cost of one of the thermoguns. These are these good hounds. Reduces the influence upkeep on resource buildings. Probably like 10%, right? There are warriors in a few turns. To the north. So this is S, huh? The infantry building costs 2 upkeep, so let's see how much it costs with the scavenger rotation. Auto guns. This is a little bit awkward here. Let's get a Tyranid Prime. And get one more of these brute nests. It does produce 4 biomass. A cost of 2 upkeep. Well, this one produces 6 biomass at 1 upkeep. This will also double production on the units from the, this production tier. Production type. Okay, let's see how much is this. Hold on. Ah, resource buildings. Right. So all the resource buildings only cost half the influence. But it's only reclamation pool and generic epicure. Okay, now it makes even more sense with this building. Hold on. Reduces the influence upkeep on resource buildings. This one doesn't have influence upkeep because it produces influence, it costs biomass. It says scavenger updation reduces the influence upkeep. It affects this building, but it costs biomass and not influence. And it doesn't do anything, just one upkeep. Shouldn't this thing say it reduces the upkeep of resource buildings? So it also, that one costs half a biomass. Okay, we got Tyranid warriors. They are much better than they used to be. I remember I used to be really disappointed with them. Like with most Tyranid stuff. We do have the synapse link, which is important. The health on level 3. Sounds like they have more HP than they used to. More Tyranid warriors. These are thingy here. Tropes, engineers research. Yeah, this one. I guess this could have been probably a better second technology. Did I just see a Hive Tyrant or tier 3? What, they made it thing tier 3? What the hell? Can use melee attack here. They exerted a zone of control over the cliffs. Missed experience there. I don't like this units matter that much. They're bigger cannon fort than the guardsmen. Got 2 brood nests here. Another like a research building, influence building. I'm gonna have to generate some influence eventually, the extra one.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Bang bang ninja. Everyone else has 4 research. Tropes and generates research. 4 research. But I do need about production, so we'll get this out first. Tyranid Prime. Oh man, I had fun with Tyranid Primes. Pretty much the only thing that was really fun in the early game with this faction. But the Bone Swords have life drain. Life drain says increases damage against infantry. Adaptive biology is nice. This is a radius 1 tile, huh? For the Alpha Warrior. These are pretty good skills. Announce the date for Wood Elf remake yet? No. I don't think they said there's not gonna be any news this month. And slavery unit up there. Mobile hull projector. And it feels like Tyranid warriors. So Tyranid warriors, Tyranid primes, and lictors get additional range weapon. We have 2 warriors and 1 prime. Doesn't look like the bone swords actually heal the prime, it just does more damage against infantry. It looks like the items are 25% cheaper as well, so it's 25% faster. This one is very strong. This unit. Plus 25% more attacks. And both the weapons have 3 attacks. And we're gonna get another weapon. Yeah, that's definitely buy. Just buy. We expect the enemy to be here. Tyranid warrior have impressive damage. This shit definitely feels like it got buffed. Tyranid warriors were 2 models, right? Or am I remembering wrong? No, there were 3. I think there were 3. They do seem to have more health than before, and more damage. We're gonna be using the guns. We need some warriors for them as well. Should probably be researching the capacity building. Let's see what kind of weapon we get there. Trying to get some advantage here. .2 damage. Let's a little bit buff for the experience. 2 attacks, but the concealed weapon system puts it to 2.5. Extra weapons is always good, especially when you get it early. Yeah, this is gonna make the Tyranid warriors be quite deadly in the beginning. If you go for the tech, which you should, investing a whole tech to get an additional weapon. So not only Castellan robot, but also the enslavers. Just check your first Tyranid playthrough. Tyranid warriors are 2 models. Okay. So that's how much the Tyranid got changed since then. You're right. Look to those enslavers to get the extra health. Extra health will be beneficial. Well, best to just disengage here. Slavers should be pretty deadly here, but we have the initiative. The extra weapons, we should be able to beat them. Tyranid warriors cannot be enslaved because they have no morale. Sure. We can get Malanthropes now. What we need here is this one here. So we can grow further. At least clear this corner here. Slavers are history, you know. Slavers are no match for the Tyranid warriors. The Termagants have moved through cover, which is useful. We're almost in the middle of the map, which we might encounter some enemies there. This is the influence upkeep of production buildings. I definitely adopted this shit. Let's heal this a bit. What do we have here? Nothing, huh? Tyranid warriors with the skull altar. Looks like they're fighting here. This guy's on the run. What's the radius on the prime? 1? Yeah, looks looking pretty good. More health, 1 extra fighter, extra weapons. They actually hit hard. I need to get some water, guys. Give me 2 minutes. I'm here. You wonder if Rome goal will actually be done. Well, I give it 50-50. Okay, we have Astra Militarum here. Mahar. See some guardsmen. And the blood blessing from on the Tyranid Warriors is gonna be huge. Huge with the flesh hooks. Humbles have no range weapons. They do have regeneration, more damage. Looks like conflict will start quite early. 10:25, nice. Definitely gonna be experimenting more with these things. We need this. We really need this, so we can take this too. Gonna be getting a second city as well. If this weren't cliffs here, the city would be between two fermentation pools. But we have to build it close towards the enemy. It's ideal.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the
LS.
hell?
Troy. Isn't that only a dead game? I'm just kidding. Wonder if they patched it yet. Again. These guys feel like they're on the run. Loyalty artifact here. We can expect 3 artifacts on this map. One mobile hull projector, one siren caster, and one ancient one, old one artifact. We still the skill. Ooh, we can. So warriors are doing pretty good damage. Oh, there's actually... what was that one there? That was the old one artifact? They're tickling my Tyranid warriors, the guardsmen. Tickle, tickle, tickle. The les guns. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Give me another Monotrope. What do we have? 16 biomass per turn. This is plus 10% biomass here. About to get a tech 2 turns on. So this unit is toast. We might need someone on Warriors North. Puzzles actually got balanced, Rubio, and the commissar got changed. They are strictly a support unit anymore. Right now, they can't really actually deal high lots of damage anymore. There was some big changes with Astra Militarum. Lord Commissar is infantry based, can only just carry buff vehicles, and the Basilisk that's a huge indirect nerf. The only reason to play Astra Militarum infantry if you just surround by grassland or you multiplayer. But like this is a paradise for Astra Militarum. All this ore. And because you know you just go vehicles. Infantry is right in the vehicles, right? If you have resources, why not give them, right? The vehicles. Why use infantry? Okay, we need biomass here. Gonna be running out otherwise. This is a very nice location for a city. Well, Ragnar, when they're trying to chew your armor, they lose all their teeth and all their units, and you never lose any morale. So, Rubio, this game I'm trying to experiment if we can actually get to the point where we just can immediately engage instead of just turtle and build up. Well, the Tyranids warriors are actually pretty good now. There's definitely a mind-blowing change since the what I remember. Poor guardsmen have to face Tyranid warriors. We do have research weapons for the Tyranid warriors, so we have a big advantage here. Las guns have normal penetration. It's not yet. Nice. This was not even greedy then. The expansion is on tier 4. That's the only expansion Tyranids get. This is what they expanded on. Lots of guardsmen here, but they don't even have a good food area. It's just like rocks. This should all probably be skull sentinels already. Maybe their other city has grassland. I missed one attack here. Missed one attack! Increases the armor penetration of short-range weapons. Which ones though? All of them? Everything is short range with these guys. Because if Tyranid Prime and Tyranid Warriors get AP on their range, it's massive. They have no AP right now. Missed one attack here last turn because of the wrong order. Exactly, if we can't claim it like that, huh? Astra Militarum building a city next to the Skull Altar. That's some serious heresy here. Yeah, research building here. -6. They changed this and they forgot to edit the change the text on the Tyranid ability. This costs 30 influence. It seems to be actually quite costly. Influence. This is not worth it for 30 influence. This is a pretty cool ability because it prevents this unit being focused down in a single or 2 turns, but to kill slowly over time. Blast weapons still hurt the warriors. No armor penetration for the flesh hooks. That speeder thing got 1 armor penetration. Fleshborg got 1 armor penetration. The water, I think, yeah, 1 hour penetration there as well. So flesh hooks are not taking into account being also short range, something else. So what if we stick this and see what kind of change happens there? Maybe Prime can start attacking the city here. Hill ruins, provide cover here as well. I have fearsome on the crossbowman, and only seen it once work on Arc Warrior. Overall, I don't think the trade is any good. Back to the drawing board. But this is not reclamation, so what the hell is the reclamation then? This is reclamation, okay. Side Hair Duel is the new unit they added for that. These guys just have like 40 or 10 techs. Extending for the armor is huge, since we are mainly using infantry right now. I played all of them, yeah. If you missed any of the games, check the YouTube. There's a huge playlist with this game. Every single game we played. Stay here, cause this thing has explosive weapon, rock missile launcher. He's got about 50 Aston Tyrant games on there. It's not 50, it's like 10. Okay, let's take the outposts here. Yeah, they can do shit against Tyranid warriors. Yoo-hoo! Claimed both of these. Nice output for the city. With extra 20% growth, huh? Crack missile launch is the only thing that can hurt us from what they have right now. Getting flesh hooks on the early warriors with the blood blessing, it's crazy. Apparently, runes still stay if you strip it. This is a plus 20% influence for the city. Some of this should heal a bit. Just claim the outposts here. Extreme for the armor. It's game over now for them. They sucked against our armor so far, and now we have extra. It's the game over really. They're so weak early. Everything regenerates too. This looks like their main city. It's one population above ours, so because we missed one turn with population limit. Let's see if they're able to resist this attack. It's too much armor for them. This thing has a crack missile launcher, which kind of counters the Tyranid warriors, but not if we are in the have cover of city ruins or the trees, forest. Biowars. Are Biowars gonna be the part of the brood nest? On the red. Maybe we can research it without having the building. Yeah, they're countering our Tyranid warriors with that launcher. This is not enough obstacles here. Have to approach carefully here. Have plus 10% more health, which makes a difference when you have to rely on melee stuff. But blast damage still scales. This is an amazing city for influence. Biowars. Biowars is part of Brood Nest. Just the exact amount like the Tyranid warriors. Did it mean this thing didn't attack this unit last turn? It doesn't look like it did. That crack missile launcher is problematic for these units. research here. Reduces the biomass up your infantry. Increase the armor penetration of melee weapons. Well, this is gonna be the biggest benefit right now. Tyranid Prime is gonna be a problem for them. It's gonna be a standard crew with more companion miscellaneous. Where's the city goes here? If I build it here, I don't even claim this, so I have to go around. Or did they fix that? This is a better spot for the city. I think that was fixed. We confirmed that with the last Aston Militarum game. When's the next StarCraft 2 campaign? What are you requesting? 1, 2, 1, 2. No plans playing StarCraft 2 now. Time to do a full trilogy run. And last time I played StarCraft, it felt like the game was running in real time, even if maybe slightly faster, I think, while I was stuck in slow motion. That's how it felt after not playing StarCraft for several years. And been playing, you know, nearly a decade of turn-based games.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey, Soup, thank you. I know that the run is faster in real time, but it seems even faster than before. I think it was like 30% faster than before. Now it feels like more like 40% faster. Stupid. It's like, what's the rush really? No wonder people get 300 APM. Crippling Stacks on a warboard, that's good. That's good. It's a good guy one to get. Especially if warbow is famed and has extra damage. That's usually a way to go. We have them in deep shit here, but we can't currently take the city. We don't have the technology yet. See how it goes with Biowars. Then let's make it a really hostile planet to them. We'll just expand like crazy. I send everybody just gonna single target all the Tyranid warriors and then start killing them. And I can use Tyranid warriors to take map control and then just use a battery to destroy them. The Crack Launcher is pretty good against Tyranid warriors. We do have level 3, so it's extra damage as well. Oh, they got a Vox caster. No wonder that city didn't lose any morale that time. The units. It's looks like a lot of shit here. We clearing this. Just need more warriors. I have to say I'm liking the face pace over standard. This feels like a more natural as the game has evolved. That's why it's so good to have customization of the game. You know, use what you prefer. Man, getting the flesh hooks and then that thing here for the Tyranid warriors. This is actually a really solid unit in the beginning. It almost feels like Tactical Space Marines, really. Which I consider the best early game unit. Tyranid warriors now. I want to build a city here because I think they changed the things with the cliffs. We got some Biowars. They're actually considered infantry, 7 armor, good health. They are not a synapse creature though. They can create spore mines. I'm not really familiar with this unit. Was this one of the newer units? I remember this unit. What is fortification pack add here? Tyranids got Biowars, okay. But this I've not seen this unit before. So we get a pretty much range infantry unit. It's 3 range. Damn. Barrage, large blast. God damn. And they have spore mines. So they got an artillery infantry unit with a DLC. Nice. This is exactly what they missed in the early game. Good range unit. And then basically equivalent to the Tyranid Warriors melee. You know, it's like Tyranid Warriors of melee variant. This is a range variant with these stats. The Biowars is a tier 5 tech though. They come definitely a little bit later. The fact they have a barrage is amazing. Units like this are critical to the turn-based combat. Just what we need to take the city down. Tyranid got a good unit from the DLC for sure. Yeah, so they definitely needed something like this. They had two other range units. They were called. Hold on. Exocrine and Tyranofex. But this is infantry. This is not a monster shooter. The fact this is infantry and that you can actually get it before the other two, and it has a barrage, it just goes well with the Tyranid system. This is nailed shit. This is exactly what the Tyranids needed early. That's royalty. I wonder if Elich will do math and cost of interest for Tyranids. This is a click game. Math? You crazy? What thing we playing here? Well, I know it's on Steam, and that's all I know. At this point, it's a little bit pricey with all the content, so I'll wait for sale. Or just get a base game and wait for the others for sale. If there's a chance. Didn't even see you there. So many red names in the chat. That's the big spender from the last sellout campaign. How's the carriage been? There's a cliff. I think it's gonna be fine here. I think they fixed this. Yeah, they did. We'll not be able to go for a cliff directly down. We had to go around before. You got away with it. Oh, this means you didn't overspend. You didn't overspend then. It was still within the allowed limits. Let's heal this one here. Forests here. We have a city right on the doorstep. An artifact here. I think it's damage 1. Oh boy, here we go again. Royalty getting out the gun. This is a beautiful for research here. Decreases the loyalty penalty for the amount of Tyranid cities. Let's see how much this is. We currently have 4 cities. That's 6 pair. That's 18. This is the only city here from the looks of it. We could get shot here if they have a line of fire. So royalty, we need a few Rictus requests one after the other, so you won't be like to lose a bunch of campaigns before turn 10. This one is important to kill, so we went out. Carb Deathwish. That would be a pretty short campaign. I commit Sudoku before turn 5. Victor's cost 60. That's the next unit on the expensive one. Acceptable. I liked caught up in either vortex, but the content is fucked for him to be enjoyable in the Mortal Empires. Uh-huh. It's still fucked on. This is still radius 2, 1, 2. So by not building city here, we won't be able to claim this. That is this me or this is really fucked up? This feels like a design flaw. And we can claim this too, that's very strange. So let's see what happens. Type of terrain should not really affect the city expansion. If it's in the radius of the city, it's in the radius of the city, like, you know, like in Civilization. This almost looks like it's unintentional than anything else. This is so really weird. So you can claim this tile over the cliff, but not the tile next to it. But you can take this tile here. Huh? What the shit? This definitely looks like a bug. One, two, 1, 2. So the cliffs still affect the city expansion. The craziest thing is you can claim this tile, but you cannot connect it to this one. But you can connect it to this one because this is 2 range from the city. But this is not. Well, gotta remember this when building cities. We should have built a city here. This is fucked. I feel like most people doesn't even know about this. This is a critical part of city planning in this game, the fucking cliffs. Apparently this is not in the 2 radius of the city, but the 3. Well, you can claim this one adjacent to this one because it's connected to this one without having this one. Wow, this is not confusing at all. It's almost, you know, it's almost like this is not a city, but it's actually a unit. It's almost like you would move it around. Like Rakar said, it's a pet. Which is a really silly design if you ask me. No, it's the cliffs. It's been this. I wonder if they fixed it, but it's still in the game. Tyranids can only expand 1 initially and 2 later, and that's it. This was 3 diff distance before battle. They fixed it, but it's so strange. You can claim this tile here, which is in range 2 of the city, 1, 2, and then you can't claim this one, but you can claim the adjacent ones. It seems like fucked up. so fucking weird. The cliffs should not be affecting the city radius expansion. That's just stupid. Oh, guardsman, you're fucked. I'm getting my brood nests out. They're in volcanic area for most part, because you can see how the city expanded, and they're still spamming guardsmen instead of creating scout sentinels. Scout sentinels, which is pretty much cost-wise and effectiveness-wise triples the effect, the value of this unit. They're having getting ore and not getting food here. That's probably the worst unit, the weakest units to do anything to our units, the guardsmen. Serolti, the CA has said that there is no news regarding Wood Elves this month. And this unit with the barrage is so cool. Victors have 4 movement. They do have flesh hooks as well. Rending claws are amazing, 12 accuracy. Yeah, they have really impressive melee weapons. They start with 4 armor, you get 5. They have fleet, extra movement. Ignores the zone of control. Ignores overwatch, move to cover. They have stealth, range damage reduction. Allows overwatch attacks with melee weapons. That's a fucking disturbing unit. That unit has become something else. Overwatch with melee weapons. Shit, it's illegal. And this unit also costed 80 before, but they made it 60. I think it used to be like 20 cost per biome is upkeep, so this used to be 20, 60, 60, 80. And I definitely polished the Tyranids since we played them last. Gene Stealers? No. I have to delete, get rid of this. There are 2 fortresses here. Hey, bolters, this is gonna be even almost, I think. Need some artillery here. Obviously, the SFO can generate large overhaul and updates faster than the entire time at CA and generally more bug-free. That's pretty much every overhaul in CA game, Marconos. Just look at the Rome 2 and the Vida at Impera. It's embarrassing. And yeah, by the way, hold on. Okay. Yoo-hoo. So what's the loyalty penalty now? We have 4 cities. It looks like it got reduced by a third. It's 4 per city. This is actually a lot of firepower here. I have to pull out. A lot of shit is still a lot of shit. Ooh, we caught this one here. They can shoot over the city tile here. We actually are in a blind spot here. What the hell? This wolf's gonna get it out of control here. We kill these 2 units. This unit is in trouble here. The tower is stronger with support. We'll get plenty of influence here. Still, just want to get influence here anyways. Crack grenades now as well. Not very good against the heater though. Slowly retreat here, there's too many of them. Big guns are coming into place. I think you can fire here. So this is basically just science and influence. Well, this is where we're going to be building units as well. What I find weird, they fix this thing here. Consume everything. Consume, consume, consume. They use the Tyranids here. Seems a little bit exposed here. Just need to wait for the artillery to arrive here. We'll take that city down. What is the strongest unit of Tyranids? Probably Hive Tyrant. And they're the third hero. They're heroes in general. What is the strongest known hero, I guess you want to ask? Strongest known hero is the Sighted Hairdo, tier 10 unit. The fact that this ranged weapon can actually do something here is impressive. More units here for sure. I don't think you can see us here. It can, but it didn't fire. Very strange. No, I don't think it's gonna fire unless we attack it, right? It's not aggressive. Decreases the influence style of consuming tiles. Tier 8 technology. Maybe it's gonna be halved. Getting tickled by those last guns. Artillery is getting in position. this unit has such a high damage. I get pinned here badly. Definitely need some assistance here. One of my favorite things to do with Tyranids is just to consume the mob. Get a city like this, bunch of influence, and then just paint the map into a hellish landscape. But the only resource is gonna remain in this nightmarish area. And remind me of Silitus. So it will actually fire eventually. It's been 50 turns on fast speed, which is an additional 25% time. I still only have guardsmen. But it's starting to push with this many. This mob had 2 Siren Casters, no old one artifact. These things get one shot now. I guess we got up to fire. It's a really cool shit though. Tyranid Prime is almost dead. These grenades are adding up. Increase the influence cost of consuming tiles. How much is that? 25%. Wonder how much we can actually get away with this by spamming this. And one shot enslavers, damn. Get away this in our harm's way. This the thing was shooting it. The mines have 3 turns cooldown and 3 range. Actually, taking only 5 damage there. And isn't deep shit gonna have to disengage here? This is the armor penetration of long-range weapons. Long-range weapons. Will this be the spore mine launcher? It's 3 range. It's long range of the Tyranid. Probably not work. I think they're desperately trying to expand, but they're in deep shit here. Almost skill here, huh? The Red Clouds have a 12 accuracy, which means there's 100% damage from the weapons. It's pretty high. What button is this? D? You can definitely see Tyranids are here. It's a barrage weapon, which means it cannot overwatch. Biowars, they still need Synapse Link. So stuff like Tyranid Warriors or the Prime. Okay, this actually gets buffed by this. 1 more AP. Ocular proliferation. The city as well. Large blast melee. Well, accuracy, holy shit. These things are nasty. Nasty shit. Didn't get that Overwatch ready. Didn't have the morale to finish them off. Victors are amazing at clearing them up. They have fleet as well. We're researching here, huh? What's the research when looking? Yeah, we don't need any more research. What about this place? Some biomass here. Two brood nests, one more getting constructed. Megaunt Instincts reduces the biomass up of monstrous creatures. Regeneration grants Tyranid monstrous creatures and Tyranid primes hit point restoration each turn. It's amazing how Tyranid primes weapons, range weapons have become more effective since the last time. The lictors have become fucking terrifying, terror of the battlefield. They used to be pretty good, now they're even better. Infiltration, fleet, stealth, moves through cover. Fucking hell, it's like they even have bazookas. The lictors are disgusting, disgusting. Get him higher level, maybe an old one artifact. Jesus Christ. Gonna be sick. They used to cost 80, now they cost 60. I think they used to cost 80. Lictors, great weapons, more like Lictors of Overlorn. Sisters of Lictors. You know what I mean? chosen lictors. Yeah, pretty much. You can actually get extra attacks here for the lictors. To get additional attacks from the Blood Blessing. There's no Overwatch here, so they might fire later. This area is clear for most part. We're not just destroying our enemy, we want to also map control. See how the map was. Two Siren Casters and one Mobile Hull Projectile, so +4 loyalty in every city and 10% health for units. So how strong is this regeneration? It's just a regular +1, +2. It's actually +2. So monsters and primes get +2 regeneration. Maybe I'm just too old and blind, but it's damn hard to see things on the map. Yeah. It's the style. You get used to it over time. I mean, you get used to the game, you don't get used to... you get used to being old and blind too. But I'm talking about the game here, not about you. The best science. 7 guys. Wasn't there 6 in the unit before? It does look like they got buffed. Hotshot last gun. 4 AP. It looks like the best science got buffed. Infantry. Infantry in this game! Unless you're Space Marines or Tyranids. They're the victims of the battlefield. They're making this planet look very lovely. Kill all the living beings, drain all the water, and everything that still lives and breathes with any biomass in it is in the Tyranid cities. Yes. Have fun on this planet. Increase the amount of penetration of biomorphs. Biomorphs are the extra weapons, right? I mean, the lictors are balanced, guys. They don't get regeneration. They get everything else. Looks like this area is clear as well. So there's definitely this Bywar unit doesn't have ordnance, so it's not as good as like the battle cannon. There's definitely they put thought into it. It's not can really dominate being artillery unit. More likely just built to counter infantry from 3 range and anything else. It's lictors and their melee damage. What the fuck? What the shit? I'm not sure I remember seeing this to like this close. Next game we play in this Game Boys probably gonna be Elder, followed by some kind of absurd setting Astra Militarum game. Like we had before it got fucked up by the Quest Victory. Probably gonna be playing it next month again. So yeah, the biomorph weapons get AP. Jesus. Victor's hit stronger than Orc War Boss on the city. I'm hoping just vehicles, Rubio. Now I have a fetish on vehicles in Warhammer 40k. The Spider's Parlor. Enemy units in Tyranid cities take damage each turn. Man, that's... No, 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 no. Monka S. The Spider's Parlor. God damn. Spiders everywhere. Tyranid spiders, even worse. Grants units increased movement and increased melee damage. Adrenal glands. That's a powerful tier 10 tech. It looks like there's still shit on small mobs, the Astronautano in 101. It's definitely got stronger. More biomass. Never enough biomass. Just want to see if there's a fourth artifact there. I think a couple of these tiny mobs in this second one in a row. I can see myself playing more games on fast. The standard seems fine as well. Well, any slower makes no sense for this game, I feel. Hive Crown is still here, let's get one. It's cheaper to build, but still has okay upkeep. So they made all the units cheaper in biomass. What's how difficult you set this game to? The highest player was the ultra hard with the hard bonus on for us. Increasing difficulty just makes turtling more of an option, and grinding just gets increasingly crazy. The difficulty really comes from the size of the map and how the armies move on the map. If you play in a free-for-all environment, it can be just like you're dead moments. You can adjust the bonuses for yourself and the AI. And I think both you and the AI should get bonuses. Seems the game works best. One of the viewers recommended we try like that, and it was the right call. Large maps are harder, yeah. The bigger the map and the bigger the difficulty, some factions get out of control. You see what we have here, right? Well, double this, and this is probably gonna be each faction at this point on a huge map. Because you know you can aggro them close to just try to destroy them unless they're next to you. I feel like teams also help a bit on some situations. It's definitely, this game is very customizable on the settings, and I don't really recommend the default settings. A lot of things is off. Artifacts first. This is not my preference, this is just how it is off. Some of the games seems to be balanced more towards multiplayer as well. Well, this game doesn't have that many players, and most of them are playing single player too. So, things that will work in multiplayer cannot work on a higher difficulty. So that's another thing. Playing also like playing a chaos game as well. Feeling totally a chaos game too. Just sad they changed the rhinos to the chaos rhinos. They're pretty good. That's my favorite thing about the Tyranids. Eating the planet. You can definitely see the Tyranids are here. That was a one shot. This is got a quest nonsense. Like forced part of the game, so normies who don't like skirmish. It's almost like in the stories for the normies. It feels way off to be a part of this game, honestly. I'm kinda lame way to introduce some kind of story and campaign into a skirmish game. What's the buff from that? Grants units increase movement and increase melee damage. Did you just get it? How we get fleet and furious charge on all units. This unit only has fleet. They don't get a furious charge. Huh. It says grants units increase movement, increase melee damage. It doesn't say which units. The lictors don't get it. They already have fleet. Tyranid Prime gets furious charge and gets fleet. A +1 movement and +10% circumstance melee damage for a lot of units. Not all of them. It doesn't say that's really for all. Tyranid warriors also get it. Removes the cooldown on reclamation. I'm not even sure what the hell is reclamation supposed to be. Why would you use reclamation? This costs 15 biomass. Yeah, it sounds like that, but it feels like silly investing into it unless it gives more than the original value. Because you have to, invest to do it, either production time, or research time. I think you actually get more than that unit was worth. Let's see again. So the Tyranid warriors cost 45. You get more. Removes the cooldown reclamation. This actually could be something if you get more to min-max. Another way to get biomass. And you can remove the cooldown from it. It's one turn, and with this there's no cooldown. You do get more. It almost looks like this unit costing 15 because of the game pace. It's supposed to cost 20. And when you reclaim it, you get the value that you're supposed to get on the standard, not on fast. And it's more of a bug than the actual, intentional more. Because this unit is supposed to cost 20 on standard, but you reclaim it, and the 25% is not counted there. No, this is probably bugged. This is probably bugged. Yeah, an oversight. Because the game is 25% more. You get 25% more, but I didn't take into account the unit cost. Because the unit cost is adjusted. And reclamation seems to be going for the standard. Yeah, they're not even want to discover more bugs on different game pace. Why do they even have these game pace here if they're not gonna be polished? I mean, even the Civilization 5 couldn't polish it, and they were like a triple KA studio, let alone this small indie bakery team. These things in a strategy game, if they add these systems, they better be fucking perfect on the scaling. Otherwise, what's the point of scaling? I'm not talking about the balance. I'm talking about if something is increased by 25%, reduced by 25%, every single factor that influences this should taken into the account, not forgotten or just oversighted. And this is like the main reason to always play standard and not any other game pace in this type of games, because I guarantee every single game that has scaling faster or slower, the other settings in standard have bugs and oversights, as they just don't have the polish. People don't even play these things, so why do they even exist then? It's an afterthought, right? Afterthought, not really, a proper part of the game. What's the range on reclamation? But this is an interesting thing to consider. Well, we have to check in standard as well. I guess you have to be inside the city limits. It seems to be getting way more than the unit costs. Maybe even all values. Or you're getting extra. The reclamation does seems to be granting more. Is it because of technology? Reduces the influence cost of reclamation. This increases the... removes the cooldown reclamation. So reclamation is supposed to actually be beneficial then. It seems to be the numbers are way off between the units. You always get more. This is not a problem because the game doesn't explain this how exactly it works. Reclaim a Tyranids unit to regain biomass and production at the cost of influence. Regain biomass. Now it doesn't say create biomass or create more. You actually get way more than the unit is worth. And with a lot of cities, this actually could be used to just generate a lot of biomass. If you're playing a game where you actually need that much biomass. Let's reclaim the Hive Throne and see how much we get from that. Then if pretty much with this faction you always want to produce units and always use the reclamation. You never want to stop producing units. This unit costs 15, we are at 94. get 18 back. So you see, we get 20% more than the unit is worth. We'll confirm with the Hive Crown. That makes acclamation very good. These tiny maps, we definitely can really can't even experience the faction properly again. We have to really play a longer game. Just doubling the size of the map almost doubles the length of the game. Two siren casters and mobile holo projectors. So what do we get here? Non-cyst 8 population. Megaphonosec 1 population. So it looks like non-cyst increase population limit by 2. This population of Tyranids city, so it's you get +2 more. Which is pretty good. Let's check the Hive Crown next turn now with the reclamation. The old map. Okay, we have 2189. A Hive Crown costs 90. Claim the Hive Crown. We get 11,108. So you get 20% extra. Huh. Yeah, reclamation is a good thing. Should really never stop producing Tyranid units. Always produce Tyranid units and just use reclamation. You can reclaim one a turn. With tier 10 tech, there's no cooldown. You just want to cost a little bit influence, but with Tyranids, you'll have extra cities, and you always get a city like this. It's easy because, you know, influence is one of their only 3 resources. You get a city like this and get a bunch of influence. A city like this is gonna be critical, right? So you'd wanna just use reclamation at all times. You wanna have like 3 cities that build units, one city that just generates some resource like research, biomass, maybe some influence too, and then one city exclusively for influence. Exclusively for influence, it's so easy to manage the resources. If you can spam consume tiles on like 5-6 Malanthropes, then you have enough influence. What do you have all these territory buildings? This is one of the things that I would like to do with Tyranids. I like to, make the, expand the borders, eat the mob. That's probably my favorite thing about Tyranids. Like I said, I build a city like this always. Consider a city like this always, and just get a bunch of influence going. So you just build a city strictly on preferably 2 of these type of you see these camps, 20% influence, 20% influence, 2, and then you just spam synapse nodes, and you can run out of influence. And then you just start eating the mob and do whatever you want. You could get the city early on, but it's really not required unless you're under pressure. This with this bonus we can totally get extra 5-6 cities on very hard. We could have set double amount of these cities here without even building a loyalty building. This game we had very hard bonus and the AI had very hard bonus, so we both had +3 loyalty, which made the expansion for us trivial. The Aston Militarum is just really bad on small mobs. Okay, and this is finished. Next game, we're probably gonna be playing with as Elder, and then we're gonna have like one of the big Aston Militarum games, and after that a Chaos game. That's probably gonna be next month with this game. Tomorrow we're doing Vaporum Lockdown. It's gonna be a regular stream, not just short one. And we're playing the Vaporum Lockdown and Vaporum until we complete both games. I estimate about 6-7 days, and after that is Crooked Moon back in Warhammer 2. Just chilling last 2 or 3 days with short streams, but we are back to regular with tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time tomorrow with probably 7 PM.